here. So basically, it was my boyfriend doesn't want me to go to parties, but doesn't think the same rules should apply to him.
So a bias off the rip.
Out the gate.
Bias.
All right. As the title states, my boyfriend of 3 years feels like me not going to parties is a boundary of his that I should respect. In the past, during our relationship, I have unfortunately seen videos of him letting girls grind, twerk on him. He lets these things happen after I told him to stop and expressed why it crosses my boundaries. Therefore, when he said I shouldn't go to the parties, I feel like I have even more reason for him to reciprocate because of what he did in the past. However, he feels like he should be able to go to parties, especially if they're being organized and hosted by his friends. He wants to be able to be there and support them. I told him I also want to support my friends at their events, but he wouldn't understand my side of the argument. Am I not sure that I am not sure what to do because I feel like we are in an impasse and he's being very stubborn. How should I handle this situation? If anyone's confused why we don't go together, we are long distance.
Well, what were these long distance relationships, man?
So both of y'all are gonna catch up yourself in the house then?
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
You both are going to restrict each other's outings
Now,
and stay home.
first thing that comes to my mind is Chance the Rapper on his birthday at the Caribbean Carnival, I think it's in Jamaica, catching his wines, catching his bubbles, and the people on the internet being like, hey,
He's married.
he's married, you should not do that. And no comment.
No,
I'm rolling.
I am going to refrain myself from this conversation.
Why?
if we're gonna
I
wait,
will
like,
speak in due to the safety and the respect that I have for my
your partner?
relationship, I will leave this conversation.
spanking the booty.
That's hilarious.
No, when
It's called self-control and trust. Thank you.
he spanked the booty, I was like, oh, okay, that's.
Self-control and trust.
See, if he did it in a more routine way.
Self-control and trust is a. Who knows if she's not bubbling down to the wife, Chance's wife?
I mean, what she typed out, I don't think she was. She typed out something like.
She didn't say she wasn't though.
No, but like
I think it's the way it was happening. That's the part that was
it's more
Y'all
like
watch Coach Carter?
Coach Carter. I heard the name, but like.
the movie.
Oh Lord, Coach Carter, Samuel Jackson with
Samuel
the.
Jackson.
You remember when Ashanti was dancing with the one girl, with the guy,
It's like
and
a-
he was dancing with the
think I saw it, I
girl,
think I saw it.
and they're going back and forth through the dancing and dancing, and the girl's dancing with him. She gets mad and leaves.
I think that's so immature.
Immature, but there's
I
people
do.
that think that way.
And unfortunately, it's like, why? You're gonna go home with this person.
But
This
there's men
person's
that think that
gonna
way
call-
too, which is crazy. But
You know, like, what are you so upset about? You're gonna lose somebody from someone pelting waist?
But he was pelting and slapping booty though.
Pelting waist?
No, but he was pelting and slapping booty though.
No, okay. Chance,
I-
it was different. It was the way he
But you
was
see-
going on that was intense.
Right.
It was the fact that he's leaning on strangers to hold him for a bump.
he doesn't know.
That was a lot.
Keep in mind, he doesn't know what he's doing.
That was a
man.
lot.
How you know he knows what he's
Why?
doing?
Why are you out here?
Well,
Like,
yeah, baby. He probably doesn't know what he's doing. He probably
you don't know these people, and you have.
doesn't know. He probably doesn't know.
That's too much.
And what
Is it too much?
Yes, because of the one.
Well, it looked like he was having
One.
fun. He was like,
Yes, of
oh,
course.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not saying no,
That
but
is
of course,
crazy.
one, he's a celebrity.
Chance, you got caught slipping.
He's a celebrity, and he's out here putting himself at risk by leaning on people he does not know. That's one. Aside from the whining, it's just the fact that you're leaning on somebody and you're coming out of character. And I'm not saying that he should be like in a box either as a celebrity, but
Yo, boy, he laughing at Chance.
it's not like they are his friends.
The one situation I hear this
They're not his friends. And it's just like you're out here leaning on bare people for a bumper. And you get a girl who's whining on you. And I think the other part too, I don't know Chance's wife. Chance's wife, I think it's the fact that the girl... No, I don't think so. So No offense. In comparison to his wife, I think the girl that he was dancing on, I think is also the other reason why. It's probably insult. Is to you catching wine from somebody who is nowhere remotely as beautiful as I am.
Some would say colorism.
No, but here's my thing. Here's my thing.
But
I don't have a leg to stand on in this conversation. Let me just state this clear.
I'm rolling.
But if there was anything that I would want to bring up in this type of thing, is like, so my question is, like, I feel like there has to be some type of equality in that aspect where it's either you both don't go to parties or you both go dance.
I feel like it should be up to the discretion of the person.
That's up to the couple, yeah.
Like, I don't think that you should actually tell somebody don't go partying altogether. That's wild. Especially if you're there to support your friend. Like, oh, now you're gonna tell your friend, sorry, I can't come out because my girlfriend said.
But that's the thing.
I seen a clip one time where the girl was getting one of these, and a guy just gently put her down, and then she just walked off screen a little, and you see her hold her guy's breath and just walk off in the set. I was like, oh, that's...
And
he was just waiting there, just...
Yeah.
That's tough.
That reminds me of another clip that I seen. A guy was all over her, basically made out with her, and then her man was like standing right behind, and he's just tripping.
But do you see? But I'm not saying. But here's the thing: there is some women that probably deal with the same thing in that aspect. There's probably some women that deal with the same thing in that aspect.
Yeah, there are some probably women who do deal with that. But that's what I mean. Like, it goes back to 1, boundaries, 2, trust, and like. Anyone going, it's the degree of what you're doing. Like, going and catching a wine, cool, whatever. Like, I know for sure, my partner, he can catch any wine he wants. Cool. But you're not going to be flinging no girl up and down nowhere. Okay, that's it.
No daggering.
You're not going to be doing helicopters and leg swinging. And no.
Oh, the leg swing was the best part. Oh, man.
You're not going to be doing that on somebody else's bumper.
When you put your leg like that, whoom.
That's crazy.
No James Brown. You can't. No James Brown. You can't.
But you could definitely go have a dance. Dance. Have your heart content on dancing, by all means. Anything extreme like that.
So no daggering, no helicopters, no wheel kicks.
And you're not getting paid?
No booty slapping.
Like.
No laying back and go,
whoa, catch. Like, we're not crowd surfing here for a bumper, okay?
Okay, I understand.
Chance,
here's the thing. Shout out to Chad's 10-year anniversary of acid rap.
Chance, you wild for that.
You've changed a lot of lives with acid rap. I'm gonna say that. Shout out to, was it Aaron Ridge? Aaron Ridge was the one that made me listen to Chance the Rapper the first time. He gave me Chance the Rapper the cold sign. So shout out to him. Okay. But I don't think he knew what he was doing.
Okay, that's fine. Fine. So, if he doesn't know what he's doing, you can be like, first time. Don't do it again. But for this relationship now, to tell somebody to restrict their whole outings.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's crazy. That is crazy.
Long distance doesn't work.
That is crazy because then she just goes anyway.
And then but not only that, right?
She just goes anyway.
Cool, but what happens?
Don't let your friends get into it. You gonna let him stop you?
But it's the fact that he's saying that to her, and she's still going out. That's the part. That's the wrong part. He's telling her you can't go out, but he's still going out himself, and he's going under the guise of, well, because I'm trying to support my friends. So how are you better than anyone else in supporting their friends?
But it's different though. That's what I'm joking. I said it's different.
He used that excuse just to. Hey man, this.
Are you getting paid on an appearance? Like, what's happening?
I don't know.
Like if money's not being exchanged, I mean.
I think they need to. I think they need to have that conversation.
I'm gonna say lock it off still.
I would say. If you guys can't have like the same carp simulation, like that same equal standard when it comes to dancing.
I think he's just cheating on her.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
okay, well, I mean,
you could say whatever you like, but I feel like in the party you guys should have the same thing. You guys should be able to go to, like, you can't just have her stay home. You can't just have him stay home. If she's gonna dance, he's gonna dance. If he's gonna dance, she's gonna dance. Like, there has to be some type of way to respect each other in that aspect.
I mean,
There has to
Yeah.
be some type of way. So I just, hey, yeah, that's the only way I can see it. It has to be equal both sides.
For a long distance.
But
It has to
it
be.
gets the
It
key
has.
part.
It has to be because, like, what that's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to hug the fact that hey, you're a bubbling girl. Your girl is gonna go bubble somebody else. And if you guys have a problem with it, then both of you have to go through that ringer.
But
And
it's
it's gonna be tough. It's
just
gonna be a
him.
fight, but like it's gonna be an imbalance if someone says, I'm gonna do what I want anyway. And that's gonna cause a problem anyway.
I'm gonna do
I don't
what
know.
I
You're gonna
want.
have to straighten that out.
That I would just say look at that as a red
Because at one
flag.
point when someone gets to a point they stop caring, that's gonna be dangerous. You know what I
They,
mean?
they, they don't consider the person's feeling and the
I
person's
mean,
They feel it's
he's
not
already
fair.
doing that, so
I mean,
thinking that he's above the law.
They believe it. There is, there's always there's always that whole double standard life that kicks in when it's ready.
That's also something that would be needed that needs more information from. Like, what kind of guy and what kind of beliefs does he have? Because if
Yeah.
he feels that, oh, he's the guy and therefore he should be able to go outside and do whatever he wants, and he looks at her like, well, you're supposed to stay at home anyways and be doing domestic affairs and stuff like that, then it kind of makes more of the idea of why he's saying what he's saying. And it's like, girl, do you want to set yourself up for that?
that's right. Yeah.
Because that's not somebody who's going to support you if you're not that type of girl.
So I'm gonna ask you the question
Stay
because
in the kitchen.
I'm gonna ask you the question, like like for just women, and even women could respond to this. Like, do you really get like a backlash or feel a certain way when your partner's dancing with someone? Does someone actually come to you guys and say, yo, we saw your man dancing like this person on a fete? Oh yeah, he was there. Like, do people actually do that?
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Oh yeah. He was.
I have experienced both. And here's the joke.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I have experienced where, and the thing was, so one of the experiences where it's like girls came up to me like, oh, you're a man. And it was like, okay, and because my okay, and they kind of looked at me like, okay, you don't seem to like understand what type of relationship you have. Like, I would never. And the judgment started to come where it's like, oh, like blah, 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 right? And then there's also been where it's like, oh, anyone can dance with my person. It's like, oh, that's how you feel? And then they wanted to start to pursue my partner.
Oh shoot.
So I got those as a response to it, right? So it was either judgment towards me and saying like, oh, I
Or
clearly,
you open the gate.
or I opened the gate. So that's what I've received, right? In addition to this, I've even gotten from men who've come up to me. I remember one time a guy, and this was judgment from a man, where my partner had lifted me up and did like a whole bubbling thing. It was dance hall music. So it's like he did that. And I was like, babes, you can't be doing this to me like on road, like outside. We can't do that. Like, I'm sorry. Leave that for the bedroom. But like I told him this, right? Some guy, as I'm walking out of the building, of course, he doesn't know my partner. He doesn't know who I am, whatever. He comes up to me. He's like, I'm just letting you know, like, if you were my sister, that was very unclassy. You shouldn't let men do that to you. And I was like,
So you're just getting put through the ringer.
yeah, like, I'm like, even if it's my man, and he's like, oh, well, if it's your man, that's a different story. I said, oh, maybe you should ask questions before you start judging.
He's
So.
trying to slide in.
Maybe.
He's trying to slide.
Like, wow.
So I've gotten it from both. So it's like, it really does. And because that was an extreme case now. Versus just my man is dancing with somebody else and my friends come to me and judge, or friends at the time judge, or thought that was a gate.
You know what? Some people,
little
but
window
here's
open,
another
like
thing
this.
about like bubbling and dance. Like sometimes, I feel like certain people fall in love with the bubble.
They do.
Like some people fall in love with that dance, and I think
They do.
other people think that perspective already. So I think that makes it even more problematic because if you get like
A sweet one.
a sweet one, and it's just in sync, and you guys are like, why? Everything is music is nice, bubbles nice, all that stuff.
Your partner's looking at you like their hips are rotating in perfect
and it's in
synchronization.
synchronization.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's cheating with me. He likes her. Like, are you for
Oh
real?
shoot! Wow.
It could go both ways. The guy
it
could be
really-
like that.
it could really
The
get
girl
to that
could be
level,
like
too.
that. It's like, oh, they're going low.
Ah, they're going low, and he's keeping. He's keeping time.
Keep it up. She could keep up. She's like, all that stuff is like,
Man, be upset about this man's knees.
Yo. Like,
it's one of those things that now you gotta, now
That's tough.
that is the issue now.
oh.
It's like,
I think like.
you could dance like that? Since
Never
when?
knew. Yeah.
Yeah, since
Never
when?
knew.
That's the longest drive home ever.
It's like, oh, so you had a good time.
Ah.
Yo.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where it gets complicated.
Baby, not now, please.
Because I haven't had that. I haven't had that issue that I went to a party with my girl and I danced on anybody else type of thing. I never had that issue, but I have went to fetes and stuff like that where I've enjoyed the festivities of dancing with others,
Okay.
and I've mentally clearly have noticed that, hey, this is just a dance.
Okay.
And you have to have that mindset. Not everybody has that mindset.
No, they
I
don't.
see people fall in love on the floor.
Yes.
Yo, that's.
Yes. This is true.
You're just watching like, ooh, he's.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over.
Oh,
I mean, that's happened to me.
That
That happened to me.
Oh, you're done.
I've gone to a club and this one guy, he was like, he whined on me and he's just like, ooh, I'm gonna come back for you.
I'm gonna come back.
Hence why I don't go to these events. I
Came
don't go
back.
to certain events at all. Just
Came back like 4 times.
Came back 4 times.
4 times. And at no point did we ever exchange names. He's like, I know you're my lady for the night.
die.
I did that at a grade 9.
Great. That's
Grade,
what
a grade 9 dance. Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
I remember. Oh,
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
this guy.
Yo.
That's talking great diet.
Shout out to the woman in question. Hope you're doing beautiful in life. But nah, yo, I know. Yeah.
I can't say that happened to me before. It's
Yeah.
usually all a dance for me. Like, I can't say that happened to me before. It's usually the dance for me.
Ooh.
And that's like, man fell in love. The music was slow. The lights was dim. It was glossy.
Right? It was a scene. It was a movie. It was a movie.
I said the glossy eye.
The
no.
music was, the lights were glossy.
It was a movie.
No, hey. And I think that part, you know what it is? Because maybe it's just that aspect. You're there getting like the wine. It just feels like you and that person on the dance floor. And your partner is somewhere just...
That's you.
Or maybe, who knows? We don't know.
But whose fault is that at that point?
Yo.
Nobody's. But I'm just saying.
He was about to say, nah,
It's your fault.
it's your fault.
You weren't
really
you weren't
nobody.
intimate as an individual.
Being
It's
all
like,
stush into
Right?
it.
But like, yeah, if you're standoffish and then it's like your partner actually enjoys. If you met your partner going out and enjoying themselves and dancing and doing all this stuff, and now you're going out as a partner or as a couple, and they're going out and they're having fun. Okay, cool. If you allow and you're like, okay, you can go and dance with everybody because like that's for you. That dancing is dancing at the end of the day, right? And I think that's also something that's a conversation.
dancing is dancing,
If dancing,
for some people.
right? If dancing beforehand or before you guys were together was really for pickup and to pick up people, and now you guys are a couple, obviously dancing is not just dancing.
Because you guys fell in love through the dancing.
Exactly. So it's like
okay.
recognize like where and when and who and whatever, right? And then it's just like now you guys are going, oh, okay, cool. Don't dance because you know that this is really meant for this. Like,
It's funny.
it.
Like, there's certain times where it's just, I need a one dance. But then there's issues like, I like to tell you a story about what one dance can do. And it talks about situations where a man said, yo, your man is standing in my way in the midst of this good dance. Like, there's songs like this that happens,
That's a classic
which is
song,
a
too.
big tune.
When you listen to the lyrics, though, you're like, yo, he's actually really,
Ooh.
he's really just like, right?
And if it gets there, your girl's there laughing, you're watching, or even the other way around.
Right.
but why do you even get like that?
But that's the thing. I think there has to be
Jealousy in the relationships can cause great damage.
No, I think it can. Jealousy and insecurity.
Facts.
It will,
If they're doing dance moves that you know you and your partner can't do, it's like how did that happen?
if
Or
you're,
if
or
you're
you
noticing
just
your
don't
partner's
dance
just
with your
catching
partner.
up, yeah.
you cannot be at
You
work.
look a little too happy at this fete.
You can't be at work just like this, staring into nothing at your desk, just like. But she was smiling. She was smiling.
I've never
though.
seen that smile before.
No, like hold on, no.
She smiles at things like this, but
It just keeps replaying in my head.
You just get
They were playing Dexter Daps.
You just get the keys.
They were playing
get to your
Twinkle
car.
Dexter Daps.
Get to your
And
car.
they slow wind. Something is off.
Get in the car. Start driving fast.
I'm like,
Oh my
something
goodness.
is off. That is crazy. The paranoia that would come out or inspire from that, like just a dance, that's crazy. I know that's some people's reality, but it's crazy.
I'm gonna go left a second. The dancing is happening, and someone happens to get excited, like Next.
Okay.
You know the song Next? Too
don't
close.
Girl, I know
But yes.
you feel. Oh, well,
That whole song is really about that. But if while the dance is happening, the partner sees their partner getting a little too excited.
With a stiffy.
Yes.
But you see, this is where the issue lies, because now you only want to go to these parties because you want to dance on girl.
You true.
Now you're in a pickle. What is your answer to that?
Now
Judge
you're in a
Jerry
pickle.
express your statement. I do. What do you
That's
say to that?
no,
I feel like you only go to the parties because you want to dance on girl.
Okay, cool.
No,
But
I want to buy drinks.
if the
Then double the price.
If the stiffy only gets hard with other girls, that's a problem then. So if the stiffy only gets raised when it's dancing with other girls, then that's really a problem.
Man.
It could be reversed too. It could be you're dancing on, and then she gets a waterwork.
Or the man that she's dancing on gets a stiffy, and it's like, why is it every guy gets a stiffy?
But you see where the trouble lies? You see where the trouble could lie now? Because now she could say, I don't want you dancing with anybody because you're dancing with all these other girls
And getting a
get
stiffy?
excited.
Starting-
Or
See,
what,
but
if that's the case,
different.
this
That's
is why.
different.
And then the guy can say, you are here doing this.
But that's different. If she turns around and she says that, then cool. Like that's a reasonable thing. It's like every time I see you going out and dancing, why do you got a heart on? Like it don't make no sense. Like, and every time I dance with you, you don't have a heart on.
Yo.
You see where the problem lies?
That's why you need a Cialis and beetroot juice and celery and some good clean water.
That's obviously not the case.
Just a
That's obviously
song.
not the case. If it works over here.
And there.
Like,
And there.
something is wrong. Like,
Oh no.
this is I have learned to
no.
not put myself in that predicament.
That's funny.
A woman getting drenched. That's actually
I will not put myself in
either
that predicament.
campfires or
I have learned to not put myself in that
rain.
predicament. Yep.
camp
Yes,
logs.
sir.
That's crazy.
Praise God. I will not put myself
It's
in
funny.
that
There was
predicament.
it's an old clip, but there's a clip of they caught John Lennon that way. Not John. I said John Lennon. John Legend. But he was were you performing and then you bring a woman up to the audience so they're dancing.
Yeah.
And yo, so they say they saw you was rubbing camp logs, and the camera's zooming in like, oh look at this guy's stiff. Yo, don't you have a wife? Don't you have Holy.
You see where it gets complicated?
You know what?
Because how do you explain it? That's a long ride home.
Put some water
But
in there.
like you would know when too much is
Put
too
some
much.
cold water.
Okay, would you?
Put
How
some
would you
cold
feel?
water.
I was cold. I was cold. Anyway, so how would you feel? Like, how do you feel knowing your man is like getting excited, dancing at another party?
Honestly, I wouldn't. Me personally, I don't care.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't care.
Yo,
Because
I'm not
at the
saying
end
to
of the
see it.
day-
I'm just saying you just.
like-
I'm not saying to see it. I'm just saying if
Either
you
which
know that's what's
way.
going in.
Either which
like,
way,
are you
I
able
don't
to
care.
keep your sanity?
Yes, because
Like-
I don't care.
Alright.
For me, I don't care because at the end of the day, like my
Right.
man is coming home to me.
All right. Hey.
My thing is, can you put it away? That's the issue now. Right? Now you gotta deal with that. That's the rest of your night.
It was a-
That's hard. That's rough. Very uncomfortable. How many times do you have to go to the washroom afterwards now?
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Me? That's not a problem for me. I understand.
Really?
No, it's not a problem.
So you're say we're ever partying right now, and you visually just see it after the dance is over.
I'd laugh my head off.
You'd laugh.
Because I know the type of person he is. So like if that were to happen to him, the first thing he's gonna do is want to readjust. And that's one thing. And then when it happens, he gets uncomfortable. So he already like kind of retreats as a person. So I laugh because it's like I know the type of person you are. So you would want to go to the washroom, you'd want to hide, like you're gonna do all these things and actions that's gonna make you feel like, okay, I gotta conceal myself. Like this is too much.
But if he didn't conceal it,
So the trust
and
is
he's walking around just let me go to the next girl. It's just then that'll be a problem.
So
no, it's not a problem.
So
Really?
your thing is built on trust.
Yes.
So because you have that trust, you know if something lift up,
Yes.
it's like it's just something you gotta deal with. I guess.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
understand.
baby.
Go back down, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, like, let me get a napkin.
I don't know how
Come
you.
sit down.
I didn't know.
I'll
where
stand in front of you
I was
while
looking
you
for a
readjust
rhyme
yourself.
and it just didn't get anywhere.
You know?
But
Yo, this topic's hilarious.
I just think about like yeah, some people get the wickedest.
Holy, a stain in my pants. Holy girl, what
Trust
are you
me.
doing?
Trust me.
Now that
I'd be like, she got great mechanics.
you what
For her to stain, catching a bubble.
let's not go there. I wasn't thinking that far. I wasn't thinking that far because that is definitely
catching a bubble and you just get a
that
damp. You're like, oh,
is not
yo.
that is not
that is crazy.
that is not where I was trying to go.
Some dudes will be like, nah, you stay this past divorce now. Nah,
No,
I'm leaving right now. Nah,
that is not where I was going.
you're gonna embarrass me in front of everybody. You gonna embarrass me?
No, well, okay, so
Some people
You gonna embarrass me?
So-
They're talking through the teeth for me.
Embarrass me?
so the lady that
With the elbow. You embarrass me?
Oh, Lord.
now
You crazy?
That's crazy.
did you say grips the elbow?
They grips the elbow and talk through the teeth. That is not funny. Okay, we're not
That
going
is
to
not
But
But that is terrible. But why, man? You brought it way too far. But for the person that's going through that, I would say that you should tell your partner that it's not fair.
it's not.
It's not fair, and understand that you feel. I don't know if you feel as comfortable, but there has to be some type of median that you guys can. Some
Yeah.
people, it's different if you were okay with them. Like I don't know.
Yes, but if it's something where he's trying to forcibly enforce that,
Yeah, that's a little wild.
It's quite problematic.
Oh, jokes.
yeah, I would definitely say
Jokes
that
then,
you would start to reconsider your relationship and take into your terms of your agreement. And
I did say lock it off in the beginning because
Check the terms of agreement.
yeah,
No,
because
but-
like that's what it is,
Not
right?
like a phone plan. But hey,
But-
you're gonna have to hug that, sir. And lady, you have to hug that. And it's one of those things that when you open the gate to certain things,
that's crazy.
these are I think that question should have been asked a long time ago before it became
before
3 years. I mean,
That's the key. Yeah, 3 years. 3 years, man.
but at the same time, who knows? Because maybe the 2 years everything was okay, but
With this particular year.
But now it's like, oh, you go to fets all the time, huh? Oh,
As of lately.
and some people will be like, oh, I knew you went to parties, but to see it is defiling. You know what I mean? So we were like, that's how you act all the time? Like, what?
That's wild.
That's what happens here? When you said party, I didn't know it was this.
That's funny.
Yo.
Fat, I thought you meant festival.
Is it Soca Festival, Soca Fete? That's a short.
I don't know what.
Okay.
But I don't know what it meant. But like, harsh reality is that's. I think I would love to have this conversation with like pure fetters that fet all the damn time.
Yo, that's a hashtag.
I should call them in. I wish I had like numbers you could just call it. Hey, fetter number on the line. Would you like to tell us how you feel about this thing?
That's funny.
The Fet Fest.
We'll probably do it next week. I don't know. But yeah, that's something you're gonna have to hug and hold it down. Praying for y'all.
Y'all need some prayer.
Yeah, y'all need whatever you guys need to see fit.
Get all the Jesuses.
Yeah.
I had to bring it up because it's a real arousal. It's a real thing. Like
It is a real thing, but like,
It's crazy. It's crazy that we got so.
some people get
fixated
lost
on
in it.
that.
Some people
Yeah,
get
like-
lost in the dance, though. People do get lost in the dance.
This is true.
Some people get lost in the dance, and then they're like, "Uh-oh, where are we?" But the problem is, the thing about it, you could be lost, and the girls just be dancing. There's all this
it's not-
elements of things that is like, oh, you just dance. Some people take it this way. Some people take it. It's all the power of interpretation.
Right.
Impression, yeah.
Impression, and that's the thing. And I think some people, they can't to think that you're going to a party and doing this makes them go insane. They can't fathom my partner or whatever.
Touching somebody
She's
else.
at 6:30 at this event.
It's true. Like, how could you not think that your partner? That just
But
always says something.
It's always the double standard of matching the energy of the other individual.
I will be damned if you're locking eyes with the person and whining pelvis to pelvis. That's a divorce.
Oh,
Trembling.
What? No, like your eye to eye and your front whining. Oh man,
My place.
that's a
She ain't coming home till tomorrow.
See, okay, so
divorce.
imagine
Outside.
something like.
Get your things out this house now.
See, now
Wow,
what sucks
that's how
is-
mad you'd get?
Right, like just imagine if they actually
You're
if
a
it was
pelvis whiner?
salsa or compa.
What?
Compa,
You-
compa is
wait.
actually that.
Wait, you lift the leg.
Not you lift a leg.
Things. Get your things and get out of here. You lift your leg up? Huh?
No, but okay,
On the bar tape? What?
but I don't know. It's like salsa's more like routine. I don't know, but like
Compa is a lot closer than that, and compa is it's the Haitian one.
The familiar. Oh, compa music is hard though.
It is.
Compa music is hard, but I didn't know they danced to it. I
They
didn't know. I
do.
just heard it.
It's actually
before.
like ballroom,
Shout out
but
Zer.
very close, and like it's very much the movement of like belly rolls and like booty shaking, but like the whole swinging of like salsa
Lord.
and the rotations and everything like that. So
that is crazy. That's a high key divorce still.
Yo, and this is the thing.
That's the yo. You gonna embarrass me from the world? And people got phones too.
So it's
I'm
like,
gonna
yo, we
see
see
it
you
repeated on
video,
Twitter?
or they catch you on video.
You're gonna put
Next
me
to
in
you,
a Twitter thread?
you're the
Oh,
meme living their
man.
best life. You're the meme. You're the meme. You and oh, that's not you and your partner.
Oh, that's man.
all right, you know what?
See, a lot of people don't think about these things. But it all depends. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
And, But at the same time, there has to be a respect. But it all depends what you define respect. Some people might feel like flirting is okay. Some people think it's not. Some people think whining on a gal is okay. Some people think it's not.
Yeah.
It all depends on the individual. And I think there has to be like a discussion on that. Some people don't even say, I just don't think it's good.
Just
Don't challenge
Don't
me.
even enter it. Yeah, and don't enter the arena with any thoughts.
Yo, don't even challenge me. Don't even. Yo, that's.
But hey, you know what?
It's a heavy-handed decision.
I wish you the best. Carabana's coming up.
That's what I'm saying.
All
Like,
these other fets are coming
tomorrow's
up.
May, man.
I feel like
May,
this is
June,
every
July.
year there's Carabana and all these parties come out. That might be the same issue that someone has to deal with. Like you want to talk about a pandemic. That's something that you deal with that's like a common cold to some people's relationships, baby.
Oh, this guy's a common cold though.
Infecting?
That might be just a thing.
Don't.
Not that serious, guys.
I know it's not a thing, but to some people with insecurities or jealousy issues, but maybe it's a
Therapy,
respect
man.
thing because no, but are you saying I'm crazy? Some people will be like,
No one is
no,
saying
I
you're
just want
crazy.
respect in my relationship. I can't get that.
You can get respect.
I can't get respect. All I'm asking for a little respect.
However, what we first need to do is bring the tone down and have a conversation.
You disrespect me, make it sound I'm something wrong with me.
Whoa.
Can you imagine? They get mad. Some people, that counseling session will be
That's
terrible.
intense.
That counseling
I
session will be.
understand your feelings here. You're very.
I'm not there.
You're very passionate.
I'm not there.
Very passionate.
She doesn't even want to dance with me. We're in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen. She's standing there. She's stiff. She doesn't want to dance. We're playing music. But when I see her over there, she turns into a dance hall queen.
What?
I can't take this. I cannot take this anymore. Why? Pelton waste. You don't even pelt in the house.
Wow.
Like some people will be, they're just, this is preposterous.
I hear your concerns.
My face hurts.
But I'm the problem. I'm the problem.
Maybe.
Yeah, some people.
I'll grip you up the table.
Right? How do you actually? Ooh.
He
Ooh.
grips up the table.
Honestly, that made me think.
But
Like,
that's tough. That's a weird conversation. Oh, so you dance like that all the time, huh?
but imagine, like, yeah, she danced like that all the time,
I didn't.
and you don't get it. Probably because you're stiff. But you know what? Who wants that reality check?
Ooh. Ooh, that reality check is a very. Ooh, that's a very tough one too.
It's a very tough one. The reason why she doesn't dance on you like that is because you're too
But
stiff.
flip it on the other side. Can women accept that too?
They better.
I mean,
You see it? Oh, you see
They
it?
better.
Lord.
at least that's fair. Like, baby girl, you're too starfish right now. So
Yeah, like,
you have to go
you're
on.
too stiff.
You're too stiff. Man.
Honestly, I feel like sometimes people need to understand. They need to find someone who is equally yoked to them. I don't know why you guys are shooting for stars that are not for you. If you are an intelligent person, why are you going for someone who does not have the same level of intelligence or like intellectual conversation?
Some people want to grow though. Some people
Like-
want someone that hires them. It's like I
But
want
then
to
you're
be up there.
complaining.
I mean, yes, it comes with the territory.
But you're complaining.
For some people,
No,
for some people-
no, don't
I don't know.
complain.
Oh,
Some
damn.
people, some
pick
people want
someone who you
No,
knew.
it's true, which is true. But I'm saying for some people, like some people just, I don't know, it's just weird.
I think it's
Some
weird.
people be doing that. I don't know. Like I don't know.
I feel like that's self-sabotage right
It's
there.
you're setting yourself up for failure.
It is.
It's like, oh, I'm just gonna get someone who is not intellectually inclined like I am, and beg for a conversation for intellectual stuff. Like what?
That doesn't. Yeah. That doesn't.
How?
Some people believe that the one woman they had, they can get that though. They had one intellectual conversation, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna chase this because you seem like you like intellect. Some people it's like people that go for people with money, and they find out they don't have money. The first time they had money, it's like, oh, you have money a lot, huh?
Right.
And then 2-3 times you have money, and then the fourth time you're at McDonald's, and you're like, okay, maybe this is just one time, and then you realize, oh no, value meal,
chronic.
like.
The rest of your life. Happy meals.
It was a women's. Nope, I'm not doing that. I was gonna say something, but we'll leave that alone. But hey, man,
Oh man.
man, God go with you. That's all I'm gonna say. God go with you, people, because
If you can't figure
it's
it
probably
out,
not a big deal, but
you just have to part ways. If you can't.
it
figure
depends on who the individual is, and I'm not gonna give you an answer. I'm out of this situation.
Well, I already said my piece. Take in your terms of agreement.
Yikes. That'd be funny if they had a Love Is Blind episode and they went to a fete.
Yeah, that's a lot of relationships.
I bet you that season that might be the last episode. That might be the last episode. Love Is Blind. What was it? You dance like that?
I can't believe he actually went and bought her a drink and danced with
That
her.
will be lit. Love Is Blind, and then go to like a
fete?
fete. You want to see?
The way,
Yeah, enjoy the culture.
way he
I was just
got
enjoying the
drunk.
culture. I was enjoying the culture.
He was so drunk. And,
And then-
now
and
look at
then
him. He's talking.
Have it set up at the party, because you know these reality TV shows. The what is it? The director was like, hey, you see those people? They're from the Love Is Blind. Just Go after them.
No, but they amp.
Of course they do that.
They amp the set.
Amp it up. Just go after them. Yes, I know. But like, we need clout.
But they hire the models too to do it too.
Yo, that's set up thing.
Bumper on 10.
Anyway, I think we should wrap this
Yeah,
up.
that was a beautiful. No, but that's a good that was a good segment because, yeah, all the layers of it and the oceans and the camp logs and all that. You have to consider that. Like,
This man keeps calling it camp log. I don't know why. I don't know why he calls it this. Why? You call it camp logs?
it kind of looks like a tree trunk, and if you look at a tree trunk long enough,
Let's just
you
wrap it up.
you pretty much have your answer there.